أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن استنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we start by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we send our salam and salawat on Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept this time and effort that all of us are giving to learn the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and accept this as good deed in this world and have mercy on us in this world and in the akhirah, inshallah ta'ala. So Alhamdulillah, as we are towards the end of the course, inshallah ta'ala, only a few weeks left. So last week we talked about negation. And I said this is the part one of the negation. Then we're going to do part two today, which is some negation issues and some negation concept with Kana. Okay, so let's start our review quickly so that we can reach to the point. So these are the fail we started. We talked about the pronoun chart, the past tense chart, the present tense. And again, the present tense is the tricky one because it has three forms, the normal, light, and the lightest. And we know why they become light and lightest. We talked about forbidding and commanding. Okay, and then commanding is happen. The true commanding is with the second person, but it can also la can also come with the third person, as we saw last week also and the week before also, right? So those are like normal sentence, normal negation, jumla nafiya as we call them, right? We also talked about the commanding and how the commanding sometimes you cannot pronounce the word. When you move the ta, then you need an extra alif. We also saw some examples in commanding, then how it happens, and whether it's a u sound or a e sound. Then we talked about the heavy and the heaviest, and I said that heaviest is very common in the Quran. Heavy is not that common. It is there, but not that common. The heaviest has been used many times in the Quran, and heaviest is nothing but the emphasis that it has been emphasized. The extra noon with a shadda is added to the fail and it to the present tense, and it's become the heaviest, meaning it has more emphasis on that fail. Then we talked about passive, past passive, and present passive. And past passive and present passive has the sound thing. So how the sound works over there, the oo sound and the oo and ah sound, all these things we talked about that. We also talked about the passives file, which is called naibul file, the thing that have been done on the thing. And this is the same rule. The word should be rafa and after the fail. And then we went to negation, and I'm going to skip through because we did this last week. And some of the things we already did, but we didn't check the negation with Jumla failure. So we started with Jumla failure, how to negate with past tense, and we use those harf that we talked about before, like lam, lamma, all this harf we used, okay? And then we have the use of the ma also, and I talked about which one is more powerful in terms of negation, okay? Same thing with the present tense, as you can see on the screen. And then we had a example. With example we saw that how we can make it with different thing, the future and the present and the past, right? So we had a chart, and I told you that you have to do some exercise in the sense means you look at the Quran and find the examples, and you have a one example. From one example you can implement all these things, how to make it, okay? And then we talked about the la and the lamma and all these things, and how it makes the light harp and the lightest harp, okay? And then we talked about the absolute categorical one. I think this is the example we're talking about. So we're gonna keep skipping that. And then we talked about the la, that is absolute categorical la. And before that we talked about Lysa, and we talked about Lysa before also, right? So this is the absolute category la, and we show that how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala use it with light and nasab, okay? But sometimes it is not light, it is not nasab, okay? So that means that it is not absolute category, meaning there is a leeway, there is a chance of little bit of positivity in that negation, okay? So it is not absolutely negative, okay? So I think this is where we stop. So today we're going to talk about a bit more about negation, some other concept, and mainly the negation with kana. Okay, so there is one concept before we go to kana, is concept of nothing but. Okay, so the general idea of using this construction nothing but is to negate something with an exception which delivers a strong affirmative meaning. Also, it creates a
strong exclusivity. So sometimes we use the thing nothing but, even in English, okay, to confirm something with more emphasis. Okay, so if I see that that boy eats nothing but vegetable. So when I'm saying the boy eats nothing but vegetable, so that means basically that I'm saying something in negative, nothing but. The word nothing is a negative word, right? But what I'm saying that he doesn't eat anything else except vegetable. So it's an exception. So it's making it very, very exclusive. Okay. So that is called nothing but. So the same concept works in Arabic also, and we'll see some example. So for example, Ahmed is amazing. This is a positive sentence. Okay. If I say Ahmed is not amazing, this is a negative sentence. But if I say Ahmed is nothing but amazing, that means what? That we are saying that he's amazing with so much surety, so much emphasis, so much strength, that we're making it the strongest sentence possible. That he is really, really amazing. Okay, that's what it means basically. Nothing but amazing. Okay, so stronger affirmative sentence and negating with exception or creating. Okay, so it's nothing but. So in Arabic, to make nothing but construction, we make two changes. Okay, so we can either use in or ma or Lisa before mubtada, okay, before the mubtada, okay, and add illa before the khabar. So these three things, in, ma, and Lisa, all these three you can use to make this kind of sentence, nothing but you have to add illa. Illa means except, which is nothing but, except. So if I say, I eat nothing except chicken. So I don't like beef, I don't like, no mutton, I only eat chicken. Okay, so that is illa. And you have to add those in, ma, or la. So you can use any of these three, okay? But you have to do illa before the khabar. It means exception or the but part, okay? Now, among in, ma, and Lisa, the strongest is in actually. The pair in and illa is the strongest. Okay. Sometimes you have ma and illa, sometimes you have Lisa and illa as well. Okay. So in is called in nafia. This is the lightest half. It is the strongest of the three. This is the light, it is one of the lightest half, in lam wal falli, like in lam lamma. So this is one of the like half that we already discussed, right? So it's not inna, it's just in. So don't make confusion. Inna is half of nasab, okay? So this is in lam lamma, okay? Wal falli, okay? That's the one, the lightest one, okay? So this is not the, here it is not the lightest half. It looks like it, okay? But it is the strongest of the three. Okay, so that in means if, right? So it is not that one. It looks like that. It's exactly spelled like that. But this in is called nafia. In nafia, to understand how we're going to differentiate, you will find a illa very soon in the sentence. Okay, so like there's a pair, in and illa. Okay, and we'll see some examples now. So for example, Muhammadun Rasulun. Muhammad is a messenger, sallallahu, right? So mubtada is Muhammad and khabar is Rasul. If I say ma Muhammadun illa Rasulun, so that means Muhammad is nothing but a messenger. Okay, so this, we add a ma before it and a illa before the khabar. Okay, it's very simple concept. I hope you're understanding. If you don't, please ask question. Okay, huwa zikrun. It is remembrance. It is a remembrance. Okay, three ways to negate with exception. The three ways, okay? Laisa illa zikrun, ma huwa zikrun, in huwa illa zikrun. Okay, so you can do any of this three way, okay? And the strongest is the three. Yes, Sister Nargis, yeah.
Assalamualaikum, bhai. What is the difference between ma and illa? Difference the meaning. Illa mean nothing but, and what is the
No,
meaning
illa
of
means
ma here?
illa. No, illa here. So illa means but only in this. If you want to, if you want to adjust and pair with the
Oh,
English, nothing but. So ma is the
oh,
negative sentence, right?
negative.
If
Okay,
I say ma huwa zikrun, it means it is not a remembrance. But if I say it is nothing but a remembrance, so ma is the negative thing and illa
negative.
is the but part. Okay.
Okay, okay, I
Okay. So
understood. Thank you.
that's okay. So in huwa illa zikrun, and actually this kind of nothing but is also very common in the Quran. Okay. In huwa illa zikrun, and you will find a lot of places this in and illa. So you have to know the pair, that this is a negation pair, but it is to, the meaning is to make it more and more positive, more and more positive. Okay. Iyakuluna illa kaziba. So here, if you see that, yakuluna means they say. Yakuluna, no, kulu means to say. Okay, yakulu, they say. It's a present tense. Yakuluna, home version, right? And so in yakuluna illa kaziba. So they say nothing but a lie. Kaziban means a lie. Okay. So this can be used with jumla ismiya and jumla felia, right? As you can see that. Okay. So simple. Iyakuluna, because of the yeah, we don't say the necessary reading rule. The noon get dropped out, right? So iyakuluna or in yakuluna, if you want to say that way, illa kaziba. They say it's a present tense, nothing but a lie, nothing but a lie. Okay, meaning everything they're saying. Okay, look at this one, ma yakuluna. Okay, this is different kulu. So that was kulu with a qaf. This is kulu with a kaf, right? So this means eat something. So that's a very difference. Okay, so one is a heavy kaf, kul, like kul huwallahu ahad, right? And this kul, the kul means eat, to eat something. Yakul. Okay, so when you say kul huwallahu ahad in your prayer, make sure you say it properly. Okay, and that's why it is important to know the tajweed and how at least the makhraj is important. Okay, makhraj means how every letter sounds. Okay, because otherwise you're gonna make mistakes. Okay, your meaning on be right. Okay, so at least you know the which letter sounds how. Okay, anyway, so ma yaquluna fi butunihim illa nar. Okay, so let's see who can translate this one. So yaqulu means to eat. Butu or butuni means belly, pet. Or the pet, okay, belly, stomach, okay, and nar means fire. So what is the meaning of this ayah?
What they eat is nothing but in their belly. What they eat in their belly is nothing but a fire.
Very good, excellent. It's nothing but the fire, not a fire, because there's al here. See, annar. Okay, so yeah, you're right. You're right. 95% right. Okay, so what they eat in their belly is nothing but the fire. Okay, nothing but the fire. Okay, so yeah, very good, brother. Okay, so they eat into their belly is nothing but the fire. That's very good. So if we see ma in the sentence is not always negation. If it is accompanies with illa, it delivers the meaning of stronger affirmation, which I already told. So what they're trying to say here, whenever you see a ma, don't just assume there is a negative sentence. If ma is paired with a illa, that means it is negation to prove the point more stronger way. Nothing but. Okay, so nothing but. Okay. Another example, in tattabiuna illa rajulan mashuran. Okay. So tattabiu, do you remember what is tattabiu means? Ittabiu, tattabiu. Tattabiu means to follow, someone. Okay. Ittaba means to follow. Okay. Rajul means a man, and mashuran means someone is like magician or someone who's possessed. So what does it mean?
You are following someone who is nothing but a magician. You are following
Yes.
a man who is nothing but a physician.
Yes, yeah. Who is nothing but a possessed man. Yeah. So like so you're following nothing but a possessed man. So that's what the kuffar of the time used to tell the other people. They know he's a magician, so don't follow him, kind of. Yeah. Yes, sister Nahid. Yeah.
Brother, is it possible to use the any combination like Lisa with illa or ma with illa?
Yes, possible.
Any of these
But to make the strongest is in, second strong is ma, and the normal is Lisa. It is possible. Yes. Okay, so that's what about the nothing but. Okay, so there's another thing called min zaida. Okay, do you remember what is min means? Who can tell me what is min means?
From somewhere.
From.
Yeah, from. It's a harf of
Jar.
jar. Harf of jar. Excellent, very good. Okay, so now there's something called min zaida. Okay, so some extra meme. Okay, like extra mean. What does it mean? So an extra mean does not change the role of the word that comes after it, meaning the word that comes after mean, it will still be jar because it's a half of jar, but the meaning gets changed a little bit. It has to meet the following condition: will always come in either a negative sentence or in a questioning sentence. Okay, the word following it would always be common. Remember proper and common, so it could be common. The sentence should still make sense after its removal. So even if you remove the min zaida, it should make like sense. It is a bit of a, these three rules, is a bit confusing, but if you just see the example and understand the concept, that should be enough. Okay, so within jumla ismiya, okay, min zaida, the min zaida will attach itself to a mubtada. And within Jumla failure, the min zaida will attach itself to fa'il, okay, or a maful bihi. Okay, let's look at some examples. Okay, in Jumla ismiya, so if I say lahu kitabun, lahu, la means for, so, and who means his. Okay, so for him a book. Okay, for him a book. In Arabic, when you say he, because there's no has in Arabic. Okay, has or have, this kind of thing. So lahu kitabun also mean he has a book. A book is for him, it is also true. And if we say he has a book, that is also true. Lahu kitabun. So lahu is MBK, obviously. And kitabun is our mubtada. Simple, right? Kitabun is the rafa, so it's mubtada. And lahu means for him, is a MBK mutalliq bil khabar. If I say laisa lahu kitabun, okay, he does not have a book. He does not have a book. Okay. But if I want to say he does not have any book, it's not only he doesn't have a book, he doesn't have any book, okay? Then we use min zaida. It gives the meaning of any or not a single, okay? So min gives the meaning. So in this, the min will still work and make it jar, but min doesn't mean from, okay? So if I say laisa lahu min kitabin, so don't translate, okay, laisa lahu min kitabin doesn't mean that, he does not have from book. No, not that. There's no from here. It means he has not a single book, okay, or he has no book at all, whatever we want to say in English. Okay, so that's the meaning of any. He doesn't have any book. He does not have any book or not a single book. Okay, this is the meaning of min zaida. Because it's jumla ismiya, we say that it will be with the before, it will attach itself with mubtada. So because kitabun was the mubtada, so min came here and became min kitabin. Min kitabin. And actually in this one, the mubtada, the whole min kitabin, the two, the fragment min kitabin is the mubtada in this sentence, the together. Okay, it's not mutalliq bil khabar. You can say because it's a harf of jar, but no, mutalliq bil khabar is still lahu. Okay, lahu. So because min is not working as a harf of jar, is working as half of jar, but half. It has the action, but it doesn't have the meaning of from. Okay, so it is a bit a tricky one, but you understand the concept. So the mean here does not mean from. Just like we talked about ba zaida, if you remember, like laisa bi mu'minin. Okay, he is not at all a Muslim, right? So ba zaida is still making thing jar because it's a half of jar ba or b, right? But it's not the meaning of in and with. So just like ba zaida, it is min zaida. Simple as that. So the meaning is not there, but the action is there. It makes the thing, jar. For jumla failure, min zaida as file. If you see this one, ma atahum min nadirim. Ma atahum min nadirim. So not a single warner came to them. Okay, ata means to come, to them. Atahum means to come. Okay, so ma atahum is not a single user, and min nazirin. It was nazirun actually. Okay, so if you see on the right hand side, ma atahum nazirun. A warner did not came to them or did not come to them, right? So to make it no warner come to them, not a single warner, you put a min there before the mubtada. Okay. Ma taskutu warakatin. Not a leaf falls. Not a leaf falls. Okay. Ma waskutu. Ma taskutu warakatun. Okay. So taskutu is taskutu because it's the feminine version, the she, here version. Why it is a here version here? Why not is yaskutu?
Warakotu is feminine.
Feminine, very good. Warakatun is a feminine word. Yes, that's why ma taskutu are not a diffuse. So ma taskatu Min warakatin, not a single leaf falls. In Bengali we say like Allah's hukum chhara ekta patar pore na. It's the same. It's actually it's part of the ayah of the Quran actually. It's in Surah Al-An'am, I think. So ma tasqutu min warakatin. Okay. So not a single leaf. So in both example, min is with the file and that's how it's. Yes, Sister Nahid, you have a question?
Yes. Can we use Lisa and La interchangeably?
Laisa and la.
In the previous slide, the word was Lisa Lahu. Can I use La Lahu?
Yeah, you can use la, but then la lahu actually in that case la is used for absolute category and it has to followed by a rafa that is a ism that is nasab and fail. So we should not use it. Okay, and also if you think no, we're not going to use them. Okay, it's already been done, right? So you're not going to make new sentences. Yes, you can make your own sentences in Arabic, but the course is for like learning the Arabic. So there's nothing like that in the Quran that la and then you have a like a min zaida or ba zaida with that. Okay, la already means it is absolute category. So maybe you can use it, but I don't think there's any example like that. Okay, so Lisa is Lisa, there's a la is for absolute category. Min zaida for as maful bihi. Okay, so if you see this one, wama you allamani ahadan. They don't teach anyone. Okay, ahadan means anyone. Okay, ahadan means one, anyone. Okay, so here if I say wama you allamani min ahadin, they don't teach a single person. Okay, a single person. So here the mean become the ahadan become ahadin because of the mean, but this mean it doesn't mean from. Okay, so the main concept of mean zaida is very similar to ba zaida, meaning that the meaning is doesn't carry over here. You don't say from, you don't say with. Okay, they are used for a purpose to make something more stronger. Okay, like for ba was for emphasis, ba zaida, right? Mean zaida means to make something not a single one. Okay, not any at all. Okay, so this kind of meaning. Okay, so just because you see a mean, don't just think, oh, this is from. Okay, but as that's the reason we're learning it, right? So when you see them, you have to understand the concept. Okay, it doesn't make sense, and so if you take the mean out, okay, it if you put the mean as a from, it doesn't make sense. So but the more you do practice, you'll understand that. Just like any other language, like there are so many things we say in Bengali, like it doesn't follow, doesn't make sense. Okay, unless you know the context of that. Okay, so just like that here. Let's go to our kana now. Okay, so we're almost half an hour. So now we talked about kana before. Okay, and kana is very important because we have so many examples of kana and so many uses of kana in the Quran. Okay, so kana has some sisters as well. Okay, so these are incomplete verbs. Okay, so fail naqis. It's called naqis mean incomplete verbs. Why incomplete? Because kana means he was. Okay, he was what we don't know. So it's like incomplete. Okay. So incomplete verse and complete verse, so these are the two things. So if you say kana means to be, okay, asbaha means to become. So like kana, these are the another 5 example. We talked about Lisa, okay. They also like this. So to become means asbaha. To become what? We don't know, just like kana, okay. Zolla means to remain, okay. Mazala means to still be, okay. Madama means as long as, okay. So number 2 to 5, these are not used that much in the Quran. They are used, but few places, okay? Not like Kana and Lisa, okay? And Kana has a present form. And if you remember in your Kana slide, we say Kana means he was. Yakunu doesn't mean he is. Yakunu doesn't mean he is. Just because it's present. Yakunu means he is becoming something. Okay, Yakunu means to become something, okay? To continue something. So, asbahatum ikhwanan fil Islam. Okay. So, you all become brothers in Islam. So, asbahatum. Okay. So, asbaha means to become. Okay. So, if you look at this one, the Kana's present tense chart. Okay. So, huwa yakunu, huma yakunani, same thing. Same thing, the present tense. So, Kana has a present tense chart. Okay. But what does it mean? And, say anta takunu. Okay. Just like this. Okay. And the present tense of Kana is also used. Okay. And then here, this is the command form. Kun, anta kun. So this is the commanding form, okay? Antuma kuna, antum kunu, okay? Anti kuni, antuma kuna, antuna kunna, okay? So this is the past tense one. Just bear with me once again. I'm just going to move this one. So here. Sorry, give me 1 second. Something happened. Yeah. So the left hand side, we can see the present tense of the kana, exactly the same thing as we like yansuru, ansara, same thing. And nahu is the negative one here, like forbidding, la takun, okay, the la plus the lightest, okay. So this is the lightest, and the amar is the kun, okay, that will make it lightest, okay. So kana become kun, okay, antuma becomes kuna, okay, all these things, okay. And this nahu means the forbidding and commanding is also a lot of time in the Quran. So basically, you have to be very expert in kana, okay, because it has been used several times in different ways. Sometime in the past tense, like we talked about in the previous lesson, kana and laisa. Sometime in the present tense form, okay. Sometime in the commanding form. Sometime in the forbidding form. So all different kinds of form has been used, and it is also used in negation, and that's what we're going to see in the next slides. Okay, so here, if I say kana al muslimu musafiran, kana muslimun. So what is the meaning of this? Who can tell me? Kana al muslimu musafiran. Can any sister try, please?
The Muslim was not a Musafir.
Why did you get not?
Kana means was not.
No, kana means he was.
He
Kana
was.
is not, yeah. So kana is not negative. Kana is positive. So kana al muslimu musafiran means the Muslim was a musafir, a traveler. Okay, we're gonna make it negative soon. Okay, not yet. Okay, so the Muslim was a traveler. So 1% time, the kana means he existed also. Okay, this is incomplete. This kana is called, and final, you don't have to worry about that one. Okay, so this kana is jumla, a failure. Okay, for example, kun fayakun. Okay, the kun fayakun means be, and it became be. Okay, so Allah say to kun and kun fayakun. Okay, so that's what they're trying to say here. Now kana with jumla failure. Okay, so kana nasara. Kana nasara. What is kana nasara means? Okay, kana is the mubtada. The nasara is the khabar here. Although nasara is a past tense, we know that. Okay, it's a jumla failure fil mahalli nasab. Okay, it's like a jumla ismiyan failure. I mean, because we know any sentence that starts with kana, it is a jumla ismiya. Remember kana laisa chapter if you go back. Okay, so we have a mubtada and a khabar. Okay, but here the khabar itself is a jumla failure. So we can also have kana plus yansuru. So kana plus past tense, we can have kana plus present tense also. Okay, that's also possible. Okay, then what will be the translation of these things? If you see like this, kana plus nasara, because kana means he was. So what are you going to say? He was, he helped? That doesn't make sense, right? He was, he helps? That doesn't make sense, right? So how do you translate these things? Okay, translation kana with jumla failure. If you see kana plus past tense, that means it is in distance past, meaning he used to do, it's a long time ago, he's talking about a long time ago. If we say kana plus mudare, which is a present tense, that used to happen continuously. So again, kana plus past tense means this thing happened a long time ago, a distance past. Okay, how long? We don't know that. It could be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 20 years, doesn't matter. Okay, it depends on the context. Okay, but something that happened in the past. Kana plus present tense means it used to happen before, in continuously. In both cases, kana plus madi, kana plus mudare, the meaning goes to the past tense, in the past. One, kana plus past tense means one of them means that it happened already. One time maybe. It happened one time in the distance past. Kana plus present tense also in the past, but it gives you the meaning that it used to happen quite a lot, continuously. So that means kana plus nasara means he helped long time ago. Kana plus yansuru means he used to help. Okay. Now, if I get the present tense of kana, which is yakunu plus past tense, then it means might or possible. It might happen, it possibly happen in future. So we don't know yet. Okay. Yakunu plus mudare also means might or possible. Might or possible. Okay. So this is what you learned before. You learned kana with jumla ismiya because they are jumla ismiya. Okay. Like we have the example kana al muslimun musafiran, right? So we looked at that. But now we are looking at kana, and kana is used with past tense and present tense, and that's why we are saying what will be the meaning of those. The meaning, both of the meaning will be in the past, but one means that it happened past, probably once in the past, and another one used to happen. If kana, instead of kana, if you use yakunu, and yakunu plus present or yakunu plus past, both means it possible or it might happen. We don't know. It's not sure happened yet. Okay. When we add kana to a field, we should match it with the pronoun inside of the field. So if you write kana nasara, kana has a chart, right? Kana is huwa kana, huma kana, hum kanu. Okay. So if instead of nasara, if you use instead of nasara, if you use nasartum, then you have to use the same form of the kana. So that's what they're saying. Okay, so match the pronoun. Whatever comes after kana, match the same kana, same pronoun of kana, the 14 pronoun that we have. Okay, I hope it's clear, right? Okay, so if I say kana nasara, he helped way back. He had helped. He helped long time ago. All this meaning are valid. Kana nasara. Kana yansuru means he used to help. He has been helping. Okay, both meanings are fine. Okay. Kuntu nasartu. Kuntu nasartu means I helped long ago, because kuntu nasartu is, if you remember the chart, right? Ana nasartu, right? So nahnu nasarna, ana nasartu. Nasartu, I helped long ago. If I say kuntu ansuru, so present tense, I used to help or I had been helping. Okay. Kuntum takfuruna. Kuntum takfuruna. What will be the meaning? Sister Nargis, you tell me, please. Kuntum takfuruna.
Kuntum, it's whom version. Kanar, whom version of Kana.
No, no, not whom version of
Kun-
kana.
Kuntum.
Not the whom version.
Antum.
Antum, yes,
Oh yeah,
antum.
yeah. Antum.
So kuntum takfur is takfuruna means disbelief. Okay, kufur means disbelief. So takfuruna is also antum version. Say takfuruna, ta beginning, una ending. Okay, so they or you all used to disbelief. So you all used to disbelief. Okay, so you have to be careful which version, how you can, should I say used to or should I just say, because it is takfuruna is present tense. Okay, it is not the past tense, so not madi. Okay, it's mudare. So that's why kuntum takfuruna. Okay, yakunu yansuru. Sister Nahid, what is yakunu yansuru means?
Both are in present tense.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Might or possible? Might, he might
Might.
help, or he possibly will help. Something like
Yes.
this. It is possible that he helps, he might help. Something like this. Okay. Kana yakulani tu'ama. Brother, you translate this one. Kana yakulani tu'ama. Tu'am means food. FWD, food, khabar. Sorry, I can hear you, brother.
My audible right now?
What version? What
He
version?
feed them long. He give them food for a long time.
Sorry, say it again. I can hear you. Your line is a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
say
used
it's
to
clear
feed
now.
them for a long time. Hello.
Yeah.
He used to feed them for a long time.
He? No, it's not he. It's not the he version. Look at kana again, and look at the yakulani.
Oh, they both.
Yeah,
Okay.
both of them.
Both of them.
And it is present tense. Yakulani is present tense. So used to, yes, that's fine. So both of them used to eat food. Both of them used to eat food.
Used to eat food.
Okay? Not long time ago. You don't have to say long time ago is when you use the past tense. Okay. Okay. So both of them use to eat food. This is also part of an ayah. This is about, Isa alayhi salam and his mom, Maryam alayhi salam. Allah is saying they used to eat food. You guys think they're God, they used to eat food. Okay, God doesn't eat food, right? Okay, Sister Nahid, yes?
Then, brother, in this line,
Hmm?
the first kana is the past form or the middle one?
First, there's only one kana, first of all. That is past tense. Kana,
Yes,
huwa
and
kana,
then
hum kana, okay? And ya kulani is not kana, is the kulu, the eat, to eat something. That is ya kulani.
okay.
Kulu yakulu. Okay, kulu means to he ate, yakulu means he eats. And yakulani, ani version is the dual, huma version. Okay, huma version. Okay, so huwa yakulu. Okay, can you guys hear me still?
Yes.
Okay, the
Yes.
screen is gone, right? For some reason, the screen is gone. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry, I think my computer is shutting down for some reason. I don't know why, but I'll see what happens. Bear with me 1 second. If it happens, then we will continue from next class, inshallah. I think we are probably at the end of the thing. You can still hear me, right? All of you can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. Yes.
Bear with me 1 second. Do you understand that, Sister Naida? So yeah, Kulani was the Huma version of the thing, okay? And Atwama is the Maful Bihi there. Okay, so I'm trying to open up the PowerPoint. It's just taking time. Sorry. Yeah, I think something may take some time. Anyway, so it's fine. We are almost to the end of the thing. So, but I couldn't show you the negation with kana, okay? Which I wanted to show you, but I think it's not opening up. So just bear with me 1 second. Didn't find any other time. This is the time it wants to update, happens. So the Microsoft decided that, in the middle of, I think the Microsoft has some relation with Shaitan, So they're just trying to, it looks like it's opening up. Okay, good. It's opening up. Just bear with me 1 second. I will share my screen in a Okay, yeah, I think it's fine. Let me know if you can see my screen. Share. Okay, you can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Hi. So we are here. Yeah, that's fine. So the last example is in kuntu qultuhu faqad alimtahu. In kuntu qultuhu faqad alimtahu. I think you don't know the meaning of faqad. Faqad means something that's already happened. Okay. Can anyone translate this one? No? If I said it long ago, you would have known it already. In kuntu, okay? In means if. Kuntu means, this I use the I form of the kana, okay? Kuntu. Kultuhu. Kul means to say something. Kultu is I version of kul, okay? Kultuhu, I told him, okay? I told it, okay? I told it. I said it long ago. Fakad, fakad means already. Alimtahu. Okay, alimta, anta, alimta. You would have known it. You would have known it. Here, who actually means it, not he. It. Who can be it? Okay. So in kuntu qultuhu faqad alimta. Okay. If you see some example like this, okay, you should, this is the reason you're learning this course. If you see something like this, you should take time and break it down and try to understand, okay, where does kuntu come from? Okay, what is kultu? Who means it is the attached pronoun is there. Okay, so just like this. So if you know this, the tool, because you already know these things. Okay, when I explain, you understand obviously, right? But if you learn a bit more and practice a bit more and spend some more time, it will be easy for you. Okay, and try to share your knowledge with others, and inshallah that will make it easy. Okay, I think we have some time and we'll go with negation. So negation with kana with jumla failure. So kana yansuru, he had been helping or he used to help. I will just learn about that. Now I want to negate this sentence. For this, I can either use ma or I can use lam plus mudare. I can use only ma or I can use the lam and plus past tense. Okay, the present tense mudare. Okay, in lam lamma. Like so, lam means did not. Okay, so ma kana yansuru. No, he had not been helping because of the ma. Okay, no, he did not used to help. Okay, he did not used to help. Okay, if I say lam yakun, so when you use lam, then you have to use the present tense. Okay, lam yakun yansuru means he had not been helping, he did not used to help. So same thing, same meaning you can do two ways. Either you use ma, so it's easier, okay, or lam, okay. So that means sometime you will see an ayah where there's a ma and kana. Sometime you will see there's a lam and the yakun, lam yakun, okay. Okay, and that's in Kul Huwallahu Ahad, right? Kul Huwallahu Ahad, Allahu Samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu wa lam yakun. Okay, if you see the surah that we always say, right? Every day we say this surah, right? Okay, all Muslim does it, I think, right? Because Allah, it's Allah's mercy that these are a short surah that Allah gave us. Okay, did I tell you that thing? I think I tell you, right? Tell me if I'm repeating. Okay, just stop me. There are 4 short surahs in the Quran, right? Can you tell me the names of the four shortest surah? Tell me the names. So Ikhlas. What's the other one?
Surah Nas.
So no, Nas is not the shortest. Nas has 6 ayahs. Actually 7 ayahs. Yes.
Kawsar, Surah
Asr.
Kawsar,
Yes. Okay. So Ikhlas, Asr.
Asr
What's
hai.
Asr.
and Surah Kawsar.
Surah Kawsar, Inna Taina, and what's the other one?
Asr.
Asr. You already said. So we said Asr. We said Ikhlas. We said Kawsar. What's the last one? Izaza Nasrullahi wal Fath. Surah Nasr. Right? Surah Nasr. So these are the 4 shortest surah. Okay. Out of the 4, 3 of them has only 3 ayahs. So Asr has 3 ayah. Okay. Inna Tainaka al-Kawsar has 3 ayah. And also Izaza Nasrullahi wal Fath also has 3 ayah. Kul Huwallahu had 4 ayah. Okay. So these are the shortest. Now if you think about, and these are the surahs all the Muslim use all the time. Okay. Even I can guarantee you today Fajr also probably used one of these, right? Definitely, right? I also did, right? And that's because Allah could have made these part of another surah and we could still recite those, no problem. But Allah honored this surah by making them a special surah. Can you not Allah make all this, 9 and 4, 13 ayah surah altogether? We could have made that, right? But Allah make a separate surah so that at least Muslim like you and me, we can tell that, no, Allah, we know 4 surahs of the Quran plus Fatiha, okay? Which is good, right? Otherwise, if this 4 surah would be a part of Baqarah, so we'd have learned the last 10 ayah of the Baqarah. Oh, these are the ayah we're saying. We can still not claim that we know a whole surah. And also, if you look at the subject matter of this 4 surah that we always recite, and this is very interesting, okay? You will see some important things. Qul huwallahu ahad is all about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You all know that, right? Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad, right? It's all about who is Allah and who is not Allah, okay? So Allah is al-ahad, Allah is samad, okay? And also another side point, sorry. Every surah in the Quran has one or more words that is unique and only once used in the Quran. Okay, the word ahad is only once in the Surah Al-Ahad. The wahid is used many times in the Quran. Okay, but the word al-ahad is used only one. Samad you will never find anywhere in the Quran, and that's why this surah is also called Surah Samad. It's one of the exceptional, unique name of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala used only in this surah. Okay, so this surah is about Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Okay, if you talk about Inna Atainaka al-Kawsar, you all know what is it about. It's about Allah honoring Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? How he has given him Kausar, and Kausar is not only in Jannah. Kausar also means everything Allah gave into him in this world and in the Akhirah. Okay, and then Allah also mentioned that his enemies will be cut off. Okay, cut off. So it's all about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, then we talked about Izaza Nasrullahi wal Fath. وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ. Fi deen. It's about the deen, about Islam. So it is the surah where Allah is saying that you will see people are coming and embracing Islam, taking shahada. Okay, and that's what's happening. Alhamdulillah, it is the fastest growing religion in the world still today. Alhamdulillah, right? Okay, so it's all, and Allah is saying that in this surah that it is your deen from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then you should ask Allah is the acceptance. Allah, innahu kana tawwaba. Okay, by the way, whenever you use with Allah kana tawwaba, okay, it's not that he was, it's always he used to be and he'll always be. For Allah is always he used to be, he's always be. The kana for Allah, anything that uses with kana, okay, and a lot of time kana has been used with the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, okay, towards the end of the surah. Okay, kana Allahu ghafuran rahima. Okay, many times like this. Okay, so kana here means that Allah always be, because Allah has no time. It's infinite. He doesn't have a beginning, he doesn't have an end. So we cannot say used to, long ago, might be possible. No, for Allah it is different. For other thing it's fine. Okay, so this surah is about our deen. And the last one, the Surah Al-Asr, Innal insana lafi khusr. Okay, insan is about all the people, and we are all there. And then Allah, even about insan, Allah make a category that everybody is in loss except for illal ladzina amanu wa amilus solihat wa tawasaw bil haqqi wa tawasaw bis sabr. So one surah is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one for Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one for Islam, and one for us, the insan, who are the right people. Okay, and our time, and Allah in that surah, among all the thing, Allah take a oath of time, because we are here. The day you born, you're losing time. The day you born till you go to the every day, you're losing time actually to meet your grave and meet to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because time is running away. You cannot catch it. You cannot catch it. Okay. And if you do those four things, illa alladhina amanu wa amilus solihat, tawasaw bil haqq, then you are right. So see this fourth surah, the concept is the whole Islam. It's Allah that we believe in, the Rasul that we follow and we obey. Okay, then our deen, our Islam, that will come in the victory, and we have to make repentance to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we are the insan, and we'll be losers if we don't have this four qualities. See how beautifully Allah put these four major concepts in the four little surah that we always recite. Okay, just a side note, sorry, just so that okay. So lam yakun yansuru means he did not had been helping, he didn't use help. Okay, so points to note when using lam plus mudare. We have to use the mudare version kana, which should match with the fail. We already talked about that. Okay, and for the fail yansuru, we should use the mudare from kana, which matches the yansuru. So they're saying that match the pronoun, which we talked about already, right? And that will be yakunu. Yakunu if it was yansuru, you use yakunu. Okay, lam makes the mudare lightest. Okay, so that's why lam yakun. Okay, that's not lam yakunu, because of the lam it makes the lightest, because the lightest half, right? So that's why yakun. So the lam makes the mudare lightest. In the example above, kana yansuru, the mudare form of kana is yakunu. But when lam comes, yakunu becomes lightest yakun. Okay, so and this give the example of that. So simple, just they just break it down to make you understand. Okay, so just this slide to help you to understand. Okay, now kana's negation has two template. So making negation with kana has two template. Template number one is like this. So you have ma kana, and then you have something, then you have a li, and then you have something. So kana yansuru, he used to help. Ma kana yansuru, he did not used to help. Okay, and ma kana li yansura. Okay, li is the light harf here. Okay, li yansura, light harf, not light, is light harf. Okay, that means three translation are possible. First two are almost similar in the meaning. He would never be one to help. It is impossible that he would help. It wouldn't be right for him to help. Okay, so there are three meanings of this. Okay, so you can find this kind of template with negation with kana using ma kana, then something, then li something. Okay, ma kana, after ma kana, the dash here means doesn't mean always have to be something there, but li must be there, and then you will have something after that. Okay, it could be blank as well. Okay. Note that li is the light harf, not the light, it's light harf. It makes the mudare light. Therefore, okay, yansuru become li yansura. Okay, and that's why those 10 light and lightest harf is very important. Okay, so if you go back to, if you don't know that, so you go back there and try to look at those, to remember again. Okay. Ma kana Allahu li yutlima akum alal ghaib. Okay, ma kana Allahu li yutliakum alal ghaibi. What does it mean? Allah would never be one to inform you of the unseen. Okay, inform you of the unseen. So this is a ma kana Allahu. So the word Allah comes after, and then li. See, after the word li yutliya. Yutliya means to inform someone. Okay, yutliya is because of the li is a lighter. Okay, yes, alal ghaibi is a متعلق بالخبر here. Okay, متعلق بالفعل. Okay, or sorry, متعلق بالخبر MBK. Okay, MBK على الله, the harf of jar, على الغيبي. Then another template is ما كان لي, then an. There's an also after that. Okay, so here the li is harf of jar. This li is not the light harf this time. The other one was a light harf. This li is the la for harf of jar, the for. Okay, here the li is a harf of jar. In template one, li was light harf. Okay, it would not be possible or appropriate for dash dash. So this is the template. Okay, so for example, ma kana li Mariama. Okay, an tanama. Okay, so it is not possible for Mariam. Okay, to do sleep. Okay, to sleep. Okay, so this is not from the Quran. This is just like a sentence. Okay. While translating, do not mess with the kana part. Even though Maryam is feminine, do not change a kana to kanat. Okay, so what they're saying, although Maryam is feminine here, but ma kana is still, this kana not become kanat. Okay, it will still be like that. Antanama, the antanama part, it will be follow the pronoun. So Maryam is a feminine, there's a tanama. Okay, not no yanama. Okay, so that will follow, but the kana is still kana. Okay, so ma kana is kind of like a fixed. Doesn't matter what comes after that, masculine and feminine in this example, in this template, in this negation template. Okay, ma kana li an ansarifa. Okay, so what is this li means? Can anybody tell me? This li. Anyone? Li plus yeah. What is this li means? Li means for here. What does li means?
For
For
me,
me,
Yeah,
me.
yes, for me. Yeah. Why did you take that long? You should just say it in a second. Yeah. It wouldn't be possible for me to leave. Answer sarifa means to leave. Okay. Answer. So it is not possible for me to leave. Okay. The two templates of negation are kana are, so just summarize again. So kana plus li and kana plus li plus an. Okay, so jar majrur, it says here jar majrur, and this is fail mudare and kana. Okay, these two negation are applicable only to kana, not to the other sisters of kana. Remember, we had sisters of kana. I said they are not very common, like Laisa, Asbaha, okay, Zolla. Those are, it doesn't goes with that. Kana is powerful. Okay, so it only goes this negation with kana. Okay. In this particular template, the mubtada part of makana, which does not change, and the ism an plus mudare part is rafa. We have already studied an plus mudare together access. So no, we haven't studied this an plus mudare actually. It just is copy pasting. We'll talk about an in next week, inshallah. What is an means here, okay? An means here, okay? But we talked about the harf an, okay? So we talked about this, but we're going to talk more about that, okay? Makana lillahi an yattakhiza, okay? It is not possible for Allah to give birth or to take someone as a son. Okay, so isam kana, and mbk, and mubtada. Okay, yeah, I think that's it for today, inshallah ta'ala. So these are the two forms of negation. So I know you will say that it's getting a bit challenging and a bit confusing. Okay, but as I said, you know the things, because it's still we're talking about harf of jar, still you're talking about this. Okay, it just things are coming, few things are coming together. Okay, so that's why you need to be put more focus, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. And as I said, I'll be finishing before Ramadan. So in the month of Ramadan, you should revise everything that we did again. Okay. Because inshallah, I'm going to start the course again after Ramadan, inshallah ta'ala. I mean, not that I'm saying that you have to take the course. Okay. And every year, like I think Sister Nahid the other day said, like, I want to enroll again. Yes, you can, no problem. But uh, you don't need to, because you already know these things. It's better you have your own time and read the materials. Not that I'm discouraging you, but what happens when you join again, the first few lessons, the first 10 lessons, you say, oh, I already know that. You won't have the thing. Okay. It's better you don't waste time there. You have all your material, and I will send you before Ramadan, inshallah, I will send you the whole long PDF. So all the slides will be there in one go. Okay. And I suggest all of you to print it out and make it a book, like a binder. It's probably 80 pages or 90 pages. Okay. So I have it, make it ready already. So you have all the slides. So you just keep going through those, like starting from the Muslim chart till the Kana and everything. Okay. So we have two more lessons, inshallah ta'ala. I will try to finish in 2 or 3 lessons, inshallah. And then I will give you that slide and revise by yourself. Okay. It's an act of ibadah. You're learning the Quran. And if you do it in the Ramadan, inshallah, you get double, triple, or more rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because you're learning the Quran. Okay. In Ramadan, people usually, read Quran, because we all go to Tarabi and everything, which is fine. You should do, but you used to also have some, maybe this Ramadan, you think, okay, instead of reading like a, continuously, if you can do that, good. But, let's revise all this thing in a month. Okay. Whatever I have learned so far, try to revise. And the more you go through those pages, it will set in your head, more, strongly. So you will never forget, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. So inshallah, with this, we finish our lesson today. And alhamdulillah, if Allah keeps everything well, we'll meet again next Friday. I will upload this video by tonight, if not tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. So jazakallah khairan, subhanakallahumma bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu